everyone, and welcome back to Enchanted Reiki. And in today's video, I'm going to be talking you guys through how I connect to Reiki. This was something that someone asked under one of my previous videos, and I actually kind of answered it a little bit in the recent Q&A video. But I thought I would go more in depth on this because this was a video that I was planning to do anyway. So the question that the person actually asked was, do I say any words when I'm connecting to Reiki? And I actually don't. My Reiki master, when he was teaching us Reiki, he would say, you say to yourself, I intend to connect to Reiki. That's it. I intend to connect to Reiki. And I used to say this when I was learning. But as of, a few years ago now, I've stopped saying any words altogether. I just feel like I'm not a word heavy person, and so I've just never found it necessary. That translates into my spiritual practice and everything I do spiritually as well. I tend not to actually use words very much in my spiritual practice, and Reiki is no exception. Now, everyone has their own way of connecting to Reiki. Some people connect very, very quickly and then they're straight. And I've noticed this in Reiki shares, and some people will take like a minute, maybe like more than a minute to connect or to feel like they're ready to give Reiki to someone. For me, I would say it's probably about 15 seconds it takes me. So I'm going to walk you guys through what I do right now. So the first thing I do is ground and center myself. So I put my hands here, and I was raised, my dad was Roman Catholic, my mom was a Buddhist, and so I was raised in both the church and the Thai temple. And Thai Buddhists will put their hands in this prayer position. So I have a pretty decent kind of muscle memory of just doing this. So to me, this is a comfortable position, and this is how I ground myself. So the first thing I do is put my hands together like this, and automatically, because of my background, my childhood growing up, I already feel like this is a very spiritual pose to be in. This isn't something I learned as an adult. This is something that I grew up doing. And every time you have a chant, or you're praying, or you're listening to monks pray, then you put your hands in this prayer position. And so already I feel very peaceful, very calm when my hands are like this. And this is what I do when I want to center myself for Reiki. So it's literally a few seconds. It's nowhere near as long as I'm holding my hands here now. But I'll take a few deep breaths at this point. So in through my nose and out through my mouth usually. And if I'm feeling particularly ungrounded, then I'll do the deep abdominal breathing exercise, where you breathe in, you fill up your abdominals, and then you fill up your lungs last, and then you squeeze all of the air out using your abdominal muscles. The air kind of just leaves your lungs first, and then it leaves your stomach last. And that kind of deep abdominal breathing, if I feel like I need to, I probably only take about 3-4 deep breaths. And then once I feel I'm ready, my hands then come up. And again, this is another position that I've been very used to since I was a kid. My hands will come up to this point. I'm going to show you from the side. So it comes up to here. So like my thumbs are pretty much on my, like, in the center of my head. And there is another practice that you do in Reiki as well, where it's like a guided by spirit, where you do that as well. But that's what I do when I feel like, okay, I'm now almost ready to connect to Reiki. You're always connected. Reiki is everything. It's universal life force energy. So my hands go like this. It takes maybe a split second, and then I do this. When my hands are up here in the prayer position, at that point, I'm feeling my crown is opening. My crown is opening. It's opening up, and then what's coming in from the heavens, this is all visual. This is what I'm seeing in my head. There are no words. This is literally what I'm seeing in my head, in my head happening, in my third eye. I've got my eyes closed as well during this point. There is just a beam of golden light. It comes in through the top of my crown, and it starts to fill up my entire body, starting from my head, down my neck, down my entire body, down my arms and down my feet. It's pretty quick, and then by the time I have my hands out like this in front of me, and this is where I'll stay for the longest time, at this point the Reiki energy, the golden light, has come down my arms and it's coming out through my palms, and it's radiating out through my palms. And for me, when I breathe in, Reiki is coming into my body, and when I breathe out, I visualize Reiki going down my hands. And at the point that I'm breathing out, I don't know how to explain it, but the Reiki comes out of my hands more when I'm breathing out. It's almost like it's coming out through my hands. As I breathe out, it's coming out through my nose, but also through my hands at the same time. It's like a heat that comes out through my hands, and you can definitely feel it. You can actually do this, and I can feel it already now. I'm not even like trying to do it purposely. But you can definitely feel it, and you can try it on other people as well. If you think you're just kind of imagining it yourself, try it on other people, get them to close their eyes, connect to Reiki, and just put it along their body, and they'll be able to feel it. So that's what I do. And then during once I feel like it's coming out through my hands and my hands are feeling tingly and hot, then I'll go and place my hands on the recipient. And throughout the Reiki session, that breathing doesn't stop. The breathing in, and it's coming in, and breathing out, and it's going out through my hands. So that is constant. That's the thing that I tend to focus on when I'm giving Reiki. Or then it doesn't happen so much now, but my mind used to just wander off into random places. So I focus mostly on my breathing. I will also use the Reiki symbols as kind of meditation for myself as well. Of course, I will use the relevant symbol for the recipient for whatever they need, but I will chant the those are the words. Those are the only words I use, would be the Kotodama chants. And yeah, I will do that throughout the entire session. I will just keep saying either the power symbol or the harmony symbol or whatever is needed, and that helps to keep me focused on the client as well. But as for connecting to Reiki, it's very quick, very simple. Everyone is going to find their own routine, their own technique. But for me, that's what I do. This is quite a short video. I mean, there's not very much to say, really. Connecting to Reiki should be something that can be done very quickly. And the more you practice, the quicker you'll be able to do it, because you're just... The thing is, you have to remember you're always connected to Reiki. Reiki is literally everything. Energy is made up of one thing. Everything is made up of energy, and energy is one thing. So you're always connected to Reiki. It's just when you connect to Reiki to intentionally give a session, it's you acknowledging that you are connected to Reiki. So the sooner you can acknowledge and accept that, yes, I am connected to Reiki because I am Reiki, the quicker it is, that beginning process when you kind of connect. And then also remember that it doesn't have to just come out of your hands. I'll usually feel the Reiki coming out through my entire body. It fills up my entire body through my crown. It comes in, it fills everything up. And the coming in through my crown isn't even necessary. That's just a visualization technique that I use, because like I said, Reiki is everything. And I know some Reiki practitioners, and they just see the Reiki coming out from inside them. It just radiates out through their entire body. And that's fine as well, because Reiki is already inside you. It doesn't need to come in order to go out. It's everywhere. But for me, that's the visualization technique that I like to use, because it helps me to get in that state of flow, that physical, energetic flow, where it comes in through somewhere and it goes out through my hands. It just makes sense to me because it's my hands that I'm placing on people. If I'm giving myself a self-treatment, it's actually slightly different. I do visualize it coming out my hands, but I also visualize the Reiki coming out, radiating out through my body. So my entire body, I visualize it as like this golden glow. So, but that's probably for another video. If you guys want to learn that technique, let me know and I will do another video for that. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next week. Bye.